Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a deeply intriguing and sometimes unsettling topic: how to recognize if you're being visited by a succubus or incubus entity. These beings, as you may know, feed exclusively on sexual energy, and while their visits may feel pleasurable or intense, they are ultimately draining your energy. However, before we get into the details, it's important to note that many lower astral entities, not just succubi and incubi, can drain sexual energy if given the opportunity. So, while these entities are unique in their specific methods, they're not the only ones capable of this type of energetic interference. How to tell if you're being visited by a succubus or incubus? Let's start by exploring how you can know for sure if one of these entities is visiting you. The clearest indicator often comes through your dreams. For those of you who remember your dreams vividly, pay close attention. If you've had a dream that was intensely sexual in nature, where you engaged in sexual activity and even experienced an orgasm, this is a strong sign that a succubus or incubus may be involved. You might wake up with vivid memories of the encounter or simply feel that something sexual occurred during the night, even if the details are foggy. Now, if these sexual dreams happen repeatedly with the same being, that's a crucial sign that there's an ongoing energetic contract or agreement between you and this entity. Essentially, it's feeding off your sexual energy in exchange for providing you with pleasure in your dream state. This kind of energetic contract is common when these entities establish a regular attachment, coming back time and time again to feed off your life force. One of the trickiest aspects of dealing with succubi and incubi is that they often disguise themselves as loving or romantic partners in your dreams. You might feel deeply connected to the being and believe that the encounter is loving or even soulful. However, if the dream ends with you having sex and experiencing an orgasm, no matter how romantic the rest of the encounter felt, this is a clear indication that the entity is parasitic and not your soulmate or twin flame. This is particularly important for those who believe they're having recurring encounters with a soulmate or twin flame. It's easy to mistake these experiences for something profound or meaningful, especially if they feel loving and intimate. But if the dream consistently ends with a sexual release, it's not your twin flame, it's an entity using romance as a tool to manipulate you and drain your energy. Pay close attention to where you felt the orgasm in your body. If the orgasm was centered in your genital area, that's a major indicator of a parasitic being feeding off your sexual energy. However, if the orgasm felt more diffuse, like energy was moving throughout your entire body and there was no localized release of energy, then it's possible you were interacting with a soulmate or twin flame. These types of encounters can feel more like a blending of energies rather than a draining experience. Another significant sign of interference is if you felt forced or violated during the dream. If you remember feeling pressured into sex, or as though you were unable to control the situation, that's a red flag. These entities can manipulate your dream state, making it feel as though you have no choice but to engage in sexual activity. If this happens, it's a clear indication of a negative or parasitic entity forcing itself upon you to extract your sexual energy. Apart from dreams, the sudden and unexplained shift in your libido can be a major sign that an entity is interfering with you. If you've noticed a drastic increase or decrease in your sexual desire without any physical or medical explanation, this could indicate that an entity is siphoning off your energy. Libido increase: if you find yourself suddenly craving sexual activity much more than usual, becoming almost compulsive in your desire for sex or even masturbation, this could be a sign of energetic interference. The entity may be stimulating your sexual energy centers, compelling you to release energy that it can then consume. Libido decrease, on the other hand, if you experience a sharp decline in your desire for sex, this could also be a sign of interference. If you're in a relationship, you might notice that you no longer feel attracted to your partner or have a desire to be intimate, often because you feel drained or energetically blocked. This may indicate that the entity has already siphoned off so much energy that your natural libido has diminished. Sometimes, even if you're single, you might feel as though you're already in a relationship on a subconscious level. You may feel that something is holding you back from forming new relationships, particularly on a sexual level. This is often a sign of an energetic attachment to a succubus or incubus. It's as though you're already taken by this entity, which can prevent you from fully engaging with other people romantically or sexually. What's crucial to understand is that you don't always need to have vivid memories of sexual dreams for these entities to drain your energy. Succubi and incubi can form energetic cords attached to your sexual and energetic centers, especially your root and sacral chakras. They can draw on your energy whenever they need to, even if you're not aware of it. For example, every time you feel compelled to masturbate or experience a sudden wave of sexual arousal, it might be the entity activating your energy centers to drain you. Another telling sign of entity attachment is persistent physical and emotional fatigue. If you're getting plenty of sleep but wake up feeling exhausted, drained, sad, or emotionally low, this could be a sign of energetic interference. Often people report feeling a deep sense of fatigue after an entity visit, as though their life force has been siphoned during the night. Always check your physical health first, but if no medical issue explains the fatigue, this could be a clear sign that a parasitic entity is draining your energy. So what do you do if you suspect that a succubus or incubus is attached to you? The most important thing to understand is that at some point you gave this entity permission to interact with you, whether consciously or subconsciously. The first step in breaking free is to revoke this permission and end the energetic contract. To do this, you must make a firm, clear statement out loud. Declare to the entity that you are breaking the agreement. For example, you can say, "I may have given you permission before, but I now break this agreement and revoke any consent I gave you. You are expelled from my energetic field now and forever." Repeat this statement several times with confidence, making it clear that the contract is void and the entity is no longer welcome in your energetic space. If you're able to lucid dream, becoming aware that you're dreaming while still in the dream state, you can use this skill to confront the entity directly. During a dream, if you realize that you're about to have a sexual encounter, stop it immediately. Become lucid and state your intention to end the contract right there in the dream, using the same type of verbal declaration mentioned earlier. This can be an effective way to assert your power over the situation and reclaim your energy. If all of this seems overwhelming, I've got you covered. I've created a guided meditation designed specifically to help clear your energy field and end any unwanted attachments. This meditation walks you through the process of cutting energetic cords, breaking agreements, and reclaiming your energy from these entities. I'll link it below so you can access it easily. I truly hope this information has been helpful and that you feel empowered to take control of your energy and protect yourself from unwanted interference. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.